Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this map of California. They want to mark Los Angeles in the exact position with a star. So I've already done it. There's better maps out there that you could get, and there's actually clip arts of California and every state. But since they asked for it, I'm going to do it. It's a little over 6 inches. So I'm going to set my nudge factor to 7. As always, I make a copy of it and move it over. Then I'm going to take this. I'm not going to reduce it. I should, but I'm not going to. Bitmap trace, outline trace, clip art. It does it okay, but it's terrible. So if we say okay, and then if we nudge it over, and that's pretty important to nudge and not move, we're going to, with it selected, we're going to go up to object and ungroup it. And when we do that, we can get rid of some of this stuff, some of this garbage, even the words. Not going to really affect it too much. I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit. You want to get rid of all this unusable garbage out in the ocean and all the wordage, because we're going to actually use this map. And, you've got to realize, nobody's going to drive from this. They're going to just use it as a reference. And it's a Google map. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to nudge this guy out of the way more. And I am going to zoom in. And on this map, I'm going to draw my lines. And I'm going to take a 2-point line. Let me zoom in a little bit more. And I am going to draw a straight line using the 2-point line tool to that node and then click. Then I'm going to go straight down and click. Now this is an easier state because it's got so many straight lines. Here in just a second, we're going to change to the freehand tool. So I'm going to go to the pen tool, freehand tool, and I'm going to make sure I'm on that node, and then I'm just going to try to slowly mimic that line. A little bit hard right in here, but I'm going to say it stops right there. And then I'm going to get the 2-point line. Well, I really don't have to. Now I can take my lineage and move it over there. And I do not get the straight line connected. So I'm going to take the 2-point line, make sure you get to that node, and I'm going to go to about right there. Now I'm going to take another line. It doesn't really matter what tool you use. You could actually use a freehand tool, but we're gonna use a straight 2-point line, and I'm going to go from that node, and I'm just going to try to encompass some of the ocean. Okay. Now, if we take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, look at that. It gave us the ocean part of the map. Now we can left click, right click, and we got an outline. Now we're going to take our original line, use the Smart Fill tool, fill it in, and look at there's a state. Left click, right click. Now, I might have moved this copy, so I'm going to go back to the original, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to draw a star, starting right in the center, holding down the shift and the control button. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in with black, and I would take away the line and just in case you're drawing hairline, and then we can move that, nudge that guy all the way over, and there you have, and you can do that with every city. Now, quite possibly, you might want to smooth some of this up. If you have X7 or above, you can use a smoothing tool. We'll set it like on 1/4 of an inch because it does have some jagged cliffs, but they might not be that bad. So I'm going to just clean it up a little bit. And it's surprisingly how good you can get it done. And because you smart filled it, and see like right there are some really jagged lines, it's all one solid line. So click on your line and just kind of smooth it out a little bit. because if you're going to cut that on the laser, you don't really want too many sharp points as it is. And let's just take the Smart Fill tool, set on a light brown, and there you have the state of California, or any state. You could do that with any state. Now, with interior states like Nevada or somewhere, Nevada would probably be the easiest, just a bunch of straight lines. All you'd have to do, and then mark Las Vegas and just nudge it over. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.